Hey everybody, welcome back to Heartspine for Germany Co-op with me, Rivalzone Gaming, and Commissar Roach.
Hello.
In the last video, it was all prep work again. We were setting ourselves up for our summer attack, offensive, whatever you want to call it. Commissar has a series of attacks going in the north. We've got this attack line there. We're going to try and get up to that line there. In the northern part of the central line, it's a kind of a three-staged attack. This tiny pocket down here is to shorten the line after the fact. And they've got this big attack line there. And we're hoping we can kind of catch them off guard. At the same time, we're going after Sevastopol with 1st Panzer Army. And we've got a new infantry army, which we're going to try and create a defensive line along these rivers.
And 50% train, 50% green.
Yeah, so that might not go according to plan. But anyway, the point being, we've not been sitting idle. We've also got jet fighters on the way. We've started building them.
I've also decided that 6th Army, or actually, you know what? I'm going to rename this. This is going to be 1st Para Army.
Well, they are paratroopers.
Yep. The 18 paratrooper divisions that have been sitting in Gotland for the last couple of months are redeploying to a forward air base, and I'm going to use them in the attack.
What are you going to send them to?
Leningrad. That's going to increase their reinforcement time, because they'll either have to fight through Leningrad after we take it, or go around to the other way to reinforce Finland, giving the Finnish attack much better chance.
Yes. Oh, that's a nice attack. Take Leningrad. That's a victory point as well, isn't it?
It's a major victory point.
30 points.
30 points. Yep. That's only 20 points less than Moscow itself, and I think Stalingrad is the same. Yep. So it's worth the same as Stalingrad, and it's actually more important than Kiev and Minsk. So yeah.
Should I try and grab Stalingrad then? Because my current goal line is just the province south of Stalingrad.
If able, but don't prioritize it.
Right, okay, I'll stick to the plan, and if we just happen to be pushing really well and getting up to our points and everything, then I'll go, right.
Yeah, then you can bulge up the line a little bit, but it's not a huge important thing we need.
Right.
The major thing we need is just to get a stable line in that region and to take Sevastopol, because Sevastopol is also worth 20 points. So it's the same as Minsk, and it's the same as Minsk, and only 5 points less than Kiev, so it's important.
Cool. No problem. The plan has been made, people.
Yep. Now we just need to get our guys to where they need to go. Paratroopers are almost to the airbase they'll be deploying from.
My guys are still organising, unfortunately.
Okay, and we'll be using 200 transport planes for this, which is 3 times more than the original 50 we were using for the landing in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So that should help with deployment time.
Oh, okay. Won't be able to organise to max because the infrastructure's -15%. Out of supply is 39.7, and it's raining.
Okay. Alright. Paratroopers are ready to go. So we just gotta wait until July 20th.
Okie dokie.
That's what we said, right? July 20th?
That's what we said.
Okay. That'll give us plenty of time.
First major offensive in, 2 years?
A year and a half. Close to.
Yeah.
Because I think... Well, actually, no, because the last major offensive... No, because... Yeah, you're right. Once we stabilized the northern part of the line, we kind of basically went on to a defensive position.
Yeah, we just started holding the line, didn't we?
Yeah.
But we're going to be hitting them on all fronts, so this should hopefully catch them off guard.
Hopefully it breaks their back.
Yeah, because they won't be able to reinforce from anywhere else.
Well, they're losing in the Middle East. They're losing a great majority in the East.
Yeah.
Like, because the Japanese haven't been stopped. They just keep going.
Oh, Excavation 5 is done.
I think this is the last one.
Yes, I believe it was, yeah.
So...
Synthetic?
No, we don't really need it right now. We've got like a spare 200 fuel.
Okay.
I was thinking we could get radar. Or we could go for an air doctrine.
An air doctrine. Battlefield support. Air superiority plus 20. Key point bombing. Tactical bombing and strategic bombing plus 10%. Ground support integration. Ground support plus 20%.
I was thinking ground support. Because we're about ready to do a major offensive, right?
That's a good point,
makes
yeah.
Sense.
137 days, so it won't be ready for the...
Yeah, but, you know, we gotta do something.
It'll be ready for the next one.
Yeah, then we're also gonna have to look into our research for naval. Because we're gonna have at least a little... well, I don't know. Are we gonna have to worry about naval superiority with the U.S.?
Yes.
That's what I'm wondering. Because they've got 94 ships. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like Japan's lost the war in the Pacific.
Well, that's accurate.
They've got 24 ships left in their navy.
So we're going to have to win the Battle of the Atlantic.
Yeah, but I think we can do that. They've got the U.S. has 94 ships in their fleet. We've got how many
Some?
do we have? Biggest thing is I gotta find the darn things. Where is our navy?
Try on the western approaches.
That's that one.
We've got one in the Bay of Biscay.
You know, one in the Bay of Biscay.
One on the coast of Portugal.
No, those that's one navy. That's one navy. That's the if you click it, that's Reichs. That's German Reich Flotilla 1, which is our submarine fleet.
Yeah. Oh, so that's just them in general. Sorry. Okay, if anyone knows what we did with our navy, please put it in the comments section.
There we go. Found it.
Where?
There was a glitch going on there. It's on the tip of the Iberian Peninsula. But we've got it here. We've got 122 ships in the fleet. That's 2 carriers, multiple Bismarck-class battleships. That's 6 Bismarck-class battleships. A crap ton of heavy cruisers and light cruisers and a lot of destroyers. So yeah, 10 battleships, 16 heavy cruisers, 22 light cruisers, 72 destroyers, and 2 carriers. Problem is we don't have anything
to launch
put
off the
on
carriers.
the carriers yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to research those still.
Oh, I'd like to get another carrier as well if we could.
So we have a 3 carrier group?
Yeah. If we lose one carrier at the moment, it's 50% of our air power.
That is true. They're very, very basic.
Yeah.
Carriers, though. They're the basic ones we can get. We could research better ones.
Oh, well then let's research better ones.
Sounds good.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
June 1st.
June 1st. So we're getting close.
We're getting close. Oh. So close.
Getting worried.
I'm just, given how hard they fight, I'm just kind of, are we going to achieve our objectives?
Our objectives are modest.
They are.
Objectives are realistic. We're not driving towards Moscow. We're not doing anything crazy. We're equalizing the fronts and creating a stable position in which to launch further attacks.
True. Very true.
We're gaining the initiative, and we're testing them. Hopefully the breakthrough in Sweden will help us, because if we can condense the line down so that we're on the former Finnish border, and if the Yellow Army gets to where it needs to go, that'll decrease the lineage quite a bit.
Right. If we can take Sebastopol and get up to the rivers, then that puts us within striking range of Stalingrad if we want to.
It'll also get you pretty close to Moscow, too, if you go down the river.
Yeah. But you'll be closer. Much closer. If your two lines in the north get to where they...
between me and Moscow. It's just plains for you.
That's true.
The big one I'm hoping to get is Minsk. That's the... Minsk and Leningrad are the two major objectives for Eastern Front forces currently.
Well, you're going to get your paratroopers to grab Leningrad, aren't you?
Hopefully. I'm landing them just north of Leningrad, and I'm hoping to, if there is anything garrisoning that, to surround them, and then wait for a link up with Yellow Army.
Yeah. When are we going again?
July 20th.
July 20th, okay.
Don't know why, it was the first date came to mind. It's definitely in the summer.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. You're just trying to build the tension. And then go right at the end of the video, and that's the end of the video. No! We have to attack now!
I'm thinking Field
Recon?
Hospital.
Oh, you want to go Field Hospital?
Yeah, because we have a 30% bonus on that one. Field Hospitals also decrease the amount of experience loss for how many losses you take.
Yeah.
For units, that's pretty good. All right, we have the Kriegsmarine deployed in the Mid-Atlantic Gap.
Ooh, nice.
And off the coast of Brazil. So they're just a line going from if you go to your naval map mode.
Yeah.
There's just a line down the center of the Atlantic.
Mid-Atlantic Gap, Central Atlantic, and the Cape Verde Plain.
Yep. Which effectively cuts off
the supply lines
for the African theater from the rest of the Allies.
Yep, and it effectively cuts off America.
Oh, we have an American battle fleet attacking the Kriegsmarine.
Yep, we've got. It disappeared.
We disengaged. It was 3 light cruisers and a couple of destroyers. Nothing too big. Alright, everybody, well, at least some of my armies are optimistic about their chances.
Well, like I say, I've still got divisions preparing for the Army 10, but 1st Panzer is ready to rock.
Well, they're not doing anything. They're just sitting on their defensive line because they can't get to the front line.
No, but their plan is... looking good. All I need is Army 10 to push forward by a province each. And that'll give us enough space to get 1st Panzer in.
Hopefully. It's all about the supply consumption.
Yeah.
You want them to get further so they're in the other zone or state. And that decreases the amount of supplies that are needed for the state that the 1st Panzer Army is going into.
Yep. I know what I'm going to do.
So close. So close. We also got, how's 8th Army doing? 8th Army's actually very optimistic.
Yeah?
Yeah, they've got a inferior enemy. That's what they're saying. And they're all prepared and ready to go.
Cool.
So 8th Army with our infantry and marines in the north should also be pretty good.
I think the Soviets know that we're about to attack. They're pushing hard on the south now. They're almost up to the base of the mountains.
They've been doing that off and on for a while.
Iberian coast. Naval combat.
That's with the subs.
Yep.
Nothing too big there.
Achtung! Befehle!
Alright, I'm gonna get some tungsten from the Siamese Empire.
Yeah? BA fighters.
Yeah, that, and also they have 150 spare. So, sounds pretty good. Anyways, I don't think the seas are going to be too big of a problem anymore.
No.
I mean, at this point, there's very few navies that are still on the sea that could fight us.
42,000 infantry equipment.
27 destroyers and 2 light cruisers versus 1 light cruiser and 1 destroyer of the Americans.
I don't know if we've got enough. Gap. They might be able to fight back on that.
A lot of that's a lot of destroyers. Okay, it's 3 light cruisers versus 1 destroyer versus 27 and 1. Yeah, we backed out of that one.
Oh boy!
See, the Italians are holding just outside of Stalingrad. Like on the eastern side of that line, they're holding just fine. It looks like they're just pushing along the coast or along the western side more heavily. So what I'm going to do for me is when the time hits, it's going to be, I'm going to go from the north southerly. Okay. So it's going to be the Finnish attack. Then it'll go down to Yellow Army.
Yeah.
And we'll give it a little bit. Then it'll go to Center Army, and then we'll give it a while before the Southern Armies attack.
Okay, when the Southern Army attacks, I'll attack after them.
I was thinking actually you could just attack, because I think that way it'll draw. There'll be 2 attacks going on.
Okay.
I mean, there'll be 2 fronts happening at the same time, and hopefully they'll draw forces away from those fortresses on the south. Then I can take them and push.
I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to get my army killed.
No, I'm just trying to get back these fortresses that they've got 27 divisions garrisoned in. If we can do that, that'll help us out a lot.
Yeah,
that gives us a straight shot to Kiev in the south. So I'm actually wondering what's the current casualties going on. Soviets have taken 12.17 million casualties. We've taken 3.66 million. Total is in terms of the entire factions.
They've got to be losing stuff.
Oh yeah, because I mean they're fighting everywhere.
Yeah, they've got to be losing.
Because I'm seeing it tick up right now. Like they just went to 12.20 million losses, and now they're at 12.21 million. So yeah, they're losing a couple 100,000 a day. It looks like, or something like that.
Jeez.
That is surprising.
Well, I'm ready.
All right, we're in July. Well, tomorrow we're in July.
Well, we're going tomorrow now.
No, we're still going 20th.
You see what he's doing, viewers? You see what he's doing?
I didn't know this episode was gonna fall at the end. The 20th was gonna fall at the end. I picked a month. Darn it! I was really gonna say July 4th. We should do that, but I thought that would be a bit too on the nose.
No, I'm good with that.
Do you want to go on July 4th?
I'm ready.
All right. Got 3 days, and then we go.
I'm ready. We've been sat still for going on 2 years.
I mean, hey, it's been effective.
It's been totally effective. But
12.28 million now losses. The Soviets themselves have almost achieved 12 million casualties.
jeez.
They're at 11.99 million, just the Soviets themselves. Now they're at 12. They've just lost.
They're at 12.
Yep. We have not hit 1 million yet. We're at 968,000 casualties. National Spain is second with 802, and then Japan with 690, and then Italy with 522, and then Legionary Bulgaria with almost 300,000, etc., and going down from there. Okay,
Wow.
it's fourth.
What time?
It's 4 a.m. right now. Let's go at. Actually, I'm just gonna go now. Middle of the night. Middle of the night. Hit them and then move. And then okay. So I'm attacking with. You should attack with yours at the extreme southerly border, and I'm going to attack with the north. Then just start going in for the center more and more.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Yep.
Norwegian army or Swedish army is attacking. Successes on all attacks. Yellow army is going to attack. Success and partial successes on some attacks, but it's looking good so far.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Apparently my guys are saying they're moving, but they're not.
We'll see. Okay, on the first day we have forward movement of the Finnish attack, and on the main attack in the northern part of the Eastern Front. Alright, paratroopers are going. Gonna go down to a single speed for right now because I gotta micro these paratroopers.
Oh, that's fine. Well, it looks like they got at least a cavalry division in Leningrad.
They're gonna attack Leningrad directly. Attacking hit points directly. Alright. Attacks going everywhere. Doing alright. Swedish force going into Finland's doing fine. Looks like everybody on the border's been pushed out. Leningrad is being taken right now.
Zuhören. Ihre Befehle?
Okay. Army in the center of Eastern Front is going to attack now, so this is a second army.
Mm-hmm.
Befehle!
Positive results so far.
Well, I'm
How's the supplies
micromanaging our people.
Down in the south.
Yeah.
How's it going so far?
They're pushing through. We're getting kind of winning numbers. But it was just, they were sitting there just kind of, yeah, okay, we're following the plan, boss.
Taking Leningrad.
Yes!
Taking the airbase just to the south of Leningrad.
Leningrad, birthplace of the Russian Revolution, has spawned to advancing German forces. Sporadic fighting can still be heard from some suburbs, but the strange calm appears to have settled over the rest of the ruined city. Early today, columns of German soldiers marched past St. Isaac's Cathedral, whose great dome has been painted grey by Red Army engineers to avoid attention on marauding Luftwaffe bombers. Despite their efforts, it is riddled with bullet holes and shrapnel impacts.
Alright. Going for the airfield to the south of it as well, just to help us. Alright, we've taken the area around Leningrad.
Cool.
Defend that river crossing there, and we've got fortresses from the old Finnish border just to the north. So it's a perfect defensible position until we can get support from 5th Army. So the paratrooper operation, without a hitch, went off perfectly.
Yeah?
Yep. I mean, just look at that. Perfectly carved position, good defensive area.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was dealing with the thing. Oh, nicely done.
They've got what they need there.
Yeah.
All we need to do is wait for Yellow Army, or 5th Army, to get to where their planned border's going to be. And then the paratroopers can refocus on attacking northward. We have steady progress with Yellow Army. Center Army is also doing a pretty good job as well. They've almost surrounded Minsk.
Sweet.
Yeah, no, the Soviets are in disarray right now. Oh yeah.
Suchen Deckung.
Okay. Yep, and the ones in Sweden have also pushed into. They basically almost achieved their entire goal. A couple more provinces, and they'll have reached their goal, and they can keep pushing across.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
There we go. Better encryption. Okay, yeah, I guess now it's time for some radar.
Mm-hmm.
Pick that up. We've taken Minsk.
Yes.
Yellow Army's almost achieved their goal in the southern part of their advance. They're one province away from getting to the river bank. In the north, it's a bit slower, but they had a bigger choke point to go through, so that makes sense. It's only been 14 days.
No, 1st Panzer Army hasn't even moved yet because of it. If they move, they'll take attrition.
Yeah, it's a supply issue down south.
But
heck, it might be better for you just to. If
Force
you can't make any, if you can't make any headway down there, maybe just abandon the Caucasus front and redeploy to the Eastern Front.
I think I might have to.
Because I can't think of much else you can do down there. Because I mean, you can't get the Italians or anybody to leave to give you supply.
Nope.
That's the problem. All right, but that is the end of this episode.
Yes.
This one is you.
It is it? Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please do hit the like button and subscribe on whichever version of the channel you're watching. Also, check down in the description, you will find a link to the opposite version of this video. So if you're on my channel, you'll find a link to Roach. If you're on Roach's channel, you'll find a link to mine. Also, check down the bottom of Roach's channel in his description, you'll find links to his Discord and his Patreon server. So give them a look as well. But until next time, you lot take care of yourselves. We'll see you there. Bye-bye.
Bye.